Great seeing you here again. My name is Luc de Kuster, founder of the Kuster Academy. And in this video, I will look at the human side of estimating critical change projects. What do we as humans, as people, have to do with estimating, and what issues can we have? But before we continue, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. So let's have a look with the issues with estimation. Now, when we look at the activities that we have identified during the project definition, we had the work breakdown structure, we identify all the activities that we have to complete. We have to estimate their duration and cost. And typically, duration and work is done by people. Typically, it is about the number of hours that people work on these projects or these activities. So somebody asks you to do a job and you estimate how long it would take for you to complete that job. Nobody wants to fail, and we are always a little bit afraid that we will not finish the work on time, and we add something like some additional time because we know ourselves it's not always going the way we want. So we put some extra reserve in there. And that extra reserve can lead to an activity that is in fact normally planned for 5 days, but the final estimate would be 10 days without any specific reasons. So the activity, when we look at the normal duration, will be 5 days, but we add something extra, and I just say we double it. It can be less or it can be more depending on the circumstances. So we add that safety that we add to the original estimate. And our estimate of 5 days becomes 10 days, which is too much. But we want to be sure we don't want to fail our activity. But we still have some reserves. There are still some issues, and we still add something more. Now, we anticipate management reductions. They don't only apply on the duration, but also on the cost estimation. So we want to avoid that we have not enough time because we anticipate that the management will reduce the time. So you say, well, I have 10 days, but they will estimate, well, perhaps they want me to do it in 8 days. So I add 2 days extra just to be sure that I have 10 days. So I make my estimate 12 days. Management says, no, you have to do it in 10 days. So you're happy, but you're still estimating too much. 10 days is still too much. Now we want to have a successful project, and typically the project manager also adds something extra at the end of the project, also just to be sure that he or she has some extra safety. So they add a little bit extra time to the activities or to the total duration of the project. They can say, okay, we have 3 weeks for the project. We estimate it's 4 weeks. Those 4 weeks are then spread over the different activities, and it results in a longer duration of the project, also longer duration of the individual activities. Now, what we have here, we have duration and cost inflation, which is not really what we want to have, because with this estimation, our budgeting is there. We're losing money because we're overestimating, and it's also a fact that we may come into a situation where the project may not be really financially rewarding. So all these overestimations may lead to a higher cost than the real cost, and when we look at the payback time, the net present value, the internal rate of return, our project does not have the values, the financial return that we want to have, and we may kill a completely healthy project. Now, even with that, even with the overestimation that we do, the thing is, the projects are still late and typically over budget. So it's very clear that when we do this, when we add that extra safety, it doesn't increase the chances of project success. We have to do something about that. So that's the first element about estimation, but we still have other elements, human factors to describe and identify. So that was it for this video. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next videos. Bye bye.